Hello, World of Tank Blitzers. It's a Littlefinger. Hey, we are getting ready for the One Nation Cruel Tournament. I have not been posting as much here, taking a little bit of a break, so wanted to wish everyone a happy new year right before we get this event started. Also, big shout out to the Cruel Clan Aya as the lead in organizing, putting on this tournament. As the name suggests, One Nation. So basically, the rules are this is going to be tier 10, 5 versus 5, and players are going to have to choose one nation to play. Um, and the other rule is there can be no duplication of tanks. So let's take an example. If a team chose the Soviet line, you're not going to see 5 IS-4s or IS-7s or something like that. You're going to see one of each. So we're going to have some variation. The other is that the EU nation outside of the four major ones is going to be kind of counted as one. So we might see a little bit of mixture from, like the Chinese and French and whatnot. So um, we are getting ready to get started. The event is supposed to start at 9 o'clock. Um, I have a 5-minute delay on right now so that there won't be any stream sniping. So you asking questions live, I'm 5 minutes behind you guys. Normally we run about 20 seconds, um, so I can kind of keep up with the questions, but at 5 minutes, I don't think I'm going to be able to do so. Um, Hope you all are having fun. Obviously, with gravity mode out, everyone's probably really enjoying that. I did get 3 new tanks out of the auction, and rounding out my collection here. So, just a few tanks left that I need. Let me go ahead and clear this. So yeah, well, that's 376 tanks just for gravity mode, so tiers 5 and up. So, let's jump on into this is going to be the training room here where we will have our battles. Believe Let me run on over, and I'm sorry I've got so much information all over the place. We've got 8 teams entered, and looks to me like Team 6 is, according to all of the chat on the Cruel Tournament server setup, looks like that might be the favorite. And so, guys, just a little bit of a background on this is kind of invitation only, so you're going to see some people outside of the Cruel clan playing in this. So if you're not in Cruel, then make some friends with us and get yourself invited. I was asked if I wanted to put a team together, but I rather thought it would be more fun to go ahead and stream it live. So let me just check in here. I'm sitting at 8:56 right now, and it's really weird because it hasn't even gone live. You can't even hear me talking yet, so totally weird. So some of the questions coming in, yeah. So questions about the auction, the WZ115A. Currently, I think it's sitting at 17,500. It's just way too much. Way too much. I if it was a tank you really wanted, be comfortable at 15, but wait, and see if it'll drop down into the 12s, even 1100. I think that might have been where I got some of my tier 10 tanks in the earlier part of this auction. Um, so we've got just a few minutes. Hopefully, the break won't be this long in between our rounds. I'm basically scheduled just to sit in this one room, and we'll see best of 3 here the first round. Um, and once we switch round rooms with winners and losers and whatnot, I'll put a few replays on and wanted to talk about my favorite tank of the year. A lot of obviously new tanks in the game, but this one I'll hold off until in between rounds, but was a tank that I actually pulled from a snow globe. I didn't get it when it first came on sale. Thought it was too expensive. Thought I'd wait for it to drop down in price, and I picked it up. And I just love this tank right now. And I had a great game in gravity mode in it, and I've got an ace to replay you that was just recently sent in by a fellow subscriber. And of course, guys, while we're talking about subscribers, make sure you've hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button, and definitely get in here on the chats. So we will be getting started very soon. Teams are forming right now. Looks like Team A is going American. I don't know if I should actually say, yeah, probably okay to say it now. If we start squarely at 9, we've got 2 minutes with a 5-minute delay going on right now, guys. So, yeah, let me just, it's that 5 minute. Talk about your questions. Um, But yeah, I'm a little nervous about this. As you can see here, on the screen, I'm on the computer. You know, I don't normally play on the computer. Not that I am playing, but we are spectating, and we're gonna hopefully be moving around. And let me just check on one other thing down here before we get started. Make sure that and that are off. Okay. Um, So teams are lining up here. We've got about a minute left. FV215B from Anomaly. Wabbit's going with the Vickers Light. Very nice tier 10 tank. Gonna help with some spotting. Super Conk, Chieftain Mark 6, FV215B. So there are your 5 British tanks, all different. And looks like these guys are breaking the rules here. My understanding is that we should not have 2 Kronwagens there. So, let me ready up so that I'm not the one holding everyone. And, might just, jump into the room here, and I'm not seeing how. Alright. That looks like they've got 6. It's 5v5, so, uh, the issues are started early. And I thought these guys would all be, let's see, I'm not sure what Team B is. As far as team, they're all on Discord together. So yeah, we're waiting here to get these guys ready, and I am ready to start flying around the board, and hopefully I can be half as good as Fujit is at calling these, and Amonet, my 2 favorite tournament callers. So, question about video on the anime tanks. Yeah, I'll see if I can't do some reviews on those. I'm getting annoyed with the pop-ups on them though. It's like every time you finish a battle and they're trying to sell you a different one. All right, so we should be getting ready to get started here. All right, and here we are. AMX M4, the new one, the Kronwagen, the WZ, and all right. Let's see. We're struggling here a little bit with the controls. Or an F. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's Let's see. It looks like Team B here has gone in to the middle, whereas we've got Team A going in on the high ground. All right, let's get this going a little bit faster. And up we go. All right, so let's see what's going on. Now, bear with me, guys. I am not that familiar with these commands here, so we'll get it going here. All right, WZ is spotted. Look at these guys, heavy, all heavy down here. Slow moving. Slow moving. It's going to take time here. They're setting up positions in town. Super Conquer on the corner here. 5v5 is definitely a little different. A little bit harder to get those spots in and start doing damage. But these guys are playing this extremely careful. You know, the one thing I do like here about Team B, look at the hit point damage difference. You've got 12,500 hit points there for the blue team, Team B. Is that just sheer boredom, AMX? Okay, not sure what happened there. Let's go on over there. You know what happened?
No, I have no idea.
The game just
I'll be honest, I wasn't even watching. What happened?
the game just ended.
Like, it just stopped.
It just stopped. I don't know if
That's weird.
it locked up or it's still saying 0-0.
Yeah, that I saw too. Nobody did any damage or.
Yeah.
All right, okay, I need to. I'm trying to hit everybody. All right, Israel. Yeah, good. Damn.
I'll hang on until you get into battle again.
All right, I'm just waiting for one person to ready up, and I'll press battle. All right, here we go.
All right, I'm gonna disappear.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Yeah. So, not sure what happened there. That gives me a little do-over on my driving slash navigation skills. So, come on, Control V, Control 7, what the heck? Control V. Alright, what we got? Alright. So again, blue is going heavy and red is going to the high ground. We've got Vickers Light, Wabbit, obviously trying to get some spots in. And was it that it wasn't Supremacy? Is that why they ended that? Might have been. Although I'm not sure. Alright, so they've grabbed C, and Team B is being aggressive here with all of these heavies. Like we were saying here before, they've got almost 1,500 more hit points, right? So they can, I think, afford to be a little bit more aggressive here, and they're going to go ahead and take those 2 caps early. So we'll keep an eye here on the second bar down, which gives us an indication there of the cap points, 360 to 392. The top bar there in red and blue is the number of hit points. So we've got Gilgamesh getting some damage taken, and looks like this is on the other side of the map here. So in the Super Conqueror, taking some damage early, needs to get down and try to get into a safer position, no doubt. He has lost some serious damage, but like I said, blue had that option there to be a little bit more aggressive, and now the hit points are even, but you can see cap points are in favor heavily of blue. Snuff McGruff has come in on the FE215B, closer into town. These guys are kind of in the open if you think about it. They're down here in this valley. Although anyone that tries to challenge them is going to have several guns on them all at one time. And really right now they've just backed into a defensive position to protect B. Here comes the FV 215 to try to get B. He's going to have to make a move at some point in time. When does red decide to push? That's the big question. Alright, so going in for B here. This is going to be where the action's at. Trading blows. Gilgamesh is coming in with the super conk. And they're pushing a hard on the outside, hard left here, as you can see the chieftain, and there goes Brendan taken out. So blue is down a tank now, and it's going to probably be a hard push, I would think, on these two AMX and the Kronwagen. Keeping an eye on the big shots there as Meow goes down. Keeping an eye on the cap points. These guys are going to have to get in. They've taken B back, so if they can just stay alive now, perhaps they would catch up in cap points. FV405 is coming in. Can he finish off Poopus Man and WZ113? No, he goes down. Look at that. Super Conk. Alright. Not seeing a whole lot of focus fire here. Snuff McGruff. He's in trouble. And it is going to be red that looks like they're going to pull this out. They've got two caps. They just need to stay alive. And it is just Reedski on the blue now. Unfortunate circumstances here. Interesting turn of events as the team with a higher hit point total goes down. Fun little battle there. Snuff McGruff taking the lead with the damage, and Gilgamesh not far behind. 3K players. Very nicely done there. So, I'm thinking, Team B there kind of got caught out in the open a little bit. Weren't able to defend that B, and that really cost them. The one thing, the outside, if you look at Team B, the one thing that does strike me is they don't have a really good spotting tank. They don't have super mobile tanks. Those French tanks, outside of the AMX 50B, they don't have great speed. So they're not, I wouldn't think that they would be as easy for them to this is kind of interesting as what's going on here. It looks like they're maybe switching over to German tanks on Team A. We'll see what happens here. But as I was saying with Team B, they just don't have what I would consider that ability to flex quickly and move around. So it looks like changing this up, going with the VK 7201K E100 Leopard 1. Interesting. Gilgamesh going with the super heavy mouse. This could be interesting. All right. And we are in. Hopefully they switch sides. Looks like they have. Pretty much the same team for the blue team. And control me. And up we go. All right. So, red changing this up a little bit, going a little bit heavier. Oh, I should say a lot heavier. A 9001P and the 7001K, E100, and a mouse. Leopard going to the back here. Use his super sniping rifle. We've got the AMX there in the back. And looks like this is going to be a traditional fight here on Dead Rail, fighting over this ridge line. So far, nobody has gone in for caps. We've got the mouse pushing in. Is he going to go into B? Not quite yet. He's staying on the outside of that building. Kranvagen has got one shot loaded. And pretty even here on hit points. The red has taken several shots, but you can see they are neck and neck, 1100 to 11.9. We've got 2 players on the red team in Cap B. They should be able to secure this. Going to put the pressure now on Team B. AMX sitting in the bush in the back. Leopard slowly moving in on the red team. And is it going to be a push here on the WZ? It's looking like we might get a push here. E100 gets a lucky bounce. Finished off. The mouse is looking alright with still 1100 hit points left. Big heavy push from the blue team, the red team here. Catching that Kronwagen and the AMX on reloads. 6,000. The points are still fairly even, but we've got 4 tanks to 3. Leopard getting away here. We've got the AMX. There goes the Kronwagen. 4 tanks on 2 now. My bet is on red to finish this off. AMX 50B's on a reload and just trying to stay alive. Oh, ram damage, gravity mode. And yeah, that's all she wrote for the blue team. And we've got 3,000 damage from Anomaly. Wabbit again with 3,000. The mouse in there. Almost 3,000. So I think that was kind of as expected. A 2-0 victory there. And I think that was best of 3 if I'm not correct.
Is it okay if I set the room up?
Yes.
So that was best of
Okay.
3, right?
Hmm?
That was best of 3?
Yes, that was best of 3.
Alright.
I'm letting them know that winners stay here, you stay here. The team one that lost is going to get invited to another group.
Okay.
But this way it makes it very simple for me. This is the time if you want to throw a replay on.
Alright, I'll
Go ahead and do that.
Yep. Alright, so as the teams finish their other battles, I did upload a couple replays here just in case we had some time. And I had mentioned earlier that my favorite tank of this year, even though I've only had it a few weeks, has been the Defender Mark 1. This tank has everything in it that I really like. It is super efficient hold down. This is gravity mode. It has a really great ending. So, you know, it's been great in gravity mode. I've enjoyed it in all other modes. But you can see here, 4-shot autoloader doing about, I think it's about 200 each shot. So you're doing about 800 damage per clip. 2 seconds between shells. And as I was saying, it just hold down. This thing does really well. It's got great top speed. It moves well. And just everything I really, really enjoy in a tank. So, yeah, getting into a little sniping position here. We'll see how long this lasts until we're spotted. Not long at all. We are spotted. And like I said, get a lucky little bounce there. And KV5 has come on in. So I'll turn this volume down a little bit. Alright, so yeah, as normal, the VKs, you know, they're just on ramming missions. Have been totally fun to play in gravity mode. I'll try to get these shots in. Pulled forward just a hair too much as we get shot right there. And we'll force a reload and just try to get out of here for a second. Back on the ridge. Oh, nope, can't do it. And now we're reloaded, so, you know, that's one of those things. You got to buy time for that long reload. As we're at 1100 damage and first kill there. And things are looking pretty good right now anyway. And this is what I love about this tank. Just these shots here. Just being able to do successive damage just like this. You know. Almost 600 in damage right there. So it puts us at 1700 in damage. And this is the decision, right? Do we cross on over, go for this T-25, which we should be able to clip out if, you know, once we're reloaded, and he's gone down, so why not? Let's go crazy here. Jump on down. Crazy playstyle of this tank. We've still got 2 shots left. There's 1. There's 2. Leave this guy for the IS to finish off. Okay, IS, alright, nice try. So let's reload and try to finish off that IS-3, but the IS is in front of us, so take 3 shots on the Dracula and try to finish him off with the last one. And oops, we didn't finish him off. So on a long reload and that IS, I don't know what you were doing. So here we are, gravity mode 1 versus 3 in my favorite tank of the year. Nope, trying to make them think that I'm running away. We're just gonna spin it around as soon as we think that we are no longer spotted, hoping that a couple of them go down the channel here. Alright, so we should be able to finish off this VK with a clip for sure. Let's see what happens here. First one misses. Second one goes in. Third one in. Fourth one. How did we miss that? Oh, so it is still a 3-on-1. 3,400 damage here. And we are just biding time for this reload. Get on over the hill and turn around and let's start shooting again. Alright, Dracula's thankfully stayed low. There's the VK. We got 2 one-shots. There's 1, a lucky bounce. 2, but the Dracula's on us now. We've only got 2 shots left. And you know what that means. We're got to get really, really lucky. And there's our first lucky bounce. Know this Dracula is going to try to go pretty fast. Figure he's going to go by me, so put on the brakes and go backwards, and there it is. 1 more bounce and finish him off for the 4K. 1 versus 3 comeback in what is one of my favorite tanks right now. And so, yeah, I've got an ace replay here. I'll play that later. Camaro 11 sent that in. I haven't played it quite enough. I think I've only played like 8 or 9 battles. Let's go ahead and see. It's a tier 8 British medium tank. Let's see where we're at with it. So yeah, we're 9 battles in, 100% win rate, 1900 damage. Damage isn't great for tier 8, but not bad either. So as you can see, we haven't lost in 9 battles, and probably that adds to the fact of why I am enjoying it so much. Alright, so I believe that's Team 6. Let me just check on that. Yeah, Team 6 is the winner from round 1. They have stayed in place, and we are currently waiting for Team B to show up. I'm not sure who they're the winner of or how much time we have left. So let's jump back into the chat here. The check in with IL on where we're at.
Hey there. So we're still waiting on. We had one grouping that started a little bit late, and that's the one that we are waiting on for our next round.
Gotcha. Did I see that wrong there at the beginning? Was that not supremacy? Is that why they stopped it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
That I had it messed up that it was random rather than
Gotcha.
rather than supremacy only. So they
I,
caught me out.
well, I'm glad they.
Did well.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad they realized that because I saw people stopped and shooting in the air. I'm like, what's going on? But anyway, all right. Well, we will keep on waiting. How much time do you think we have?
They are currently in their second match, and one of the teams is a man down. So I'm
Oh.
expecting it to go
Gonna be a
fairly
little
quickly.
lopsided. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to throw one more replay up and run through if you got that, and by then I should hopefully have everybody set up to go for round 2.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so let's go ahead and watch this replay. I have not seen it. It was just sent in, unable. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to come back over here. All right. So Camaro 11, Foil Clan, Faust, top tier. Let's see how he does in this battle. Why don't I go ahead and skip it up a little bit. Alright, so he's come into D and captured this one early. Interesting positioning, pulling all the way forward. If you do stay in the back of this cap, you're likely to get sniped. So interesting choice. I usually try to stay behind the wall. But C has capped, so they're obviously over here. And I'm just gonna be patient. Oh, guess he doesn't think he's spotted, but you're gonna get a blast of shots if you don't move there, Tiger. Okay, so Tiger's not working on a full set of cylinders here, because he just stood there and took 4 straight shots. Okay, maybe he thought, you know what, I'm all alone. Let's not worry about this. I got the cap. And yeah, looks like trouble is brewing over at the far side. And each team had at least one straggler that went a different way, which, you know, you can't really blame in Supremacy here. LTTB, he is limping home. 75 hit points left. Wow. Alright, so they've recaptured C. And probably making the decision here. Do I want to keep pushing straight into A, knowing that they've probably gone around? Wait to see who gets spotted up. Which is nice, you know, it's a good plan if, you know, you could easily run yourself into a really bad situation there. Which he waited for the other team to get spotted up. He's going to finish off the German Bulldog there. And coming around, he gets shot going in, forcing a reload, and going to recap A. So, looks like maybe a lot of this, well, I don't necessarily know a lot, but some of the ace mastery here is going to be accredited to accruing all of these cap points, as they have taken back D, though. Alright, so he's got a black prince. He knows he's coming up this way, giving him enough time to get up the hill here and shoot him from behind. He's distracted. Oh, lovely. Set a fire. And that might have been one of the other things. I do remember my first battle in this tank was on Faust, and went up and got this cap here, and then continued around to cap C over there, and T-29 was sitting up on the high ledge and shot him for the first time and set him on fire. He put it out, and my second shot put him out. Started a fire and he couldn't put it out, and you know, almost 600 damage in 2 shots there. But again, just love this ability to do all of this damage here with the auto loader, forcing a reload here with 2 shots. And if they can get a shot here on the Annihilator. Alright, so he's not going to be able to clip out the Annihilator. And he's got a lot of people on him. Little help there on the Annihilator, and he's finished off. It's 2 on 2. It is a Black Prince, so we got to watch out for that. But he's sitting at 950 hit points, so looking all right. Pantera's coming in. Gonna finish off the Black Prince here, or try to. Oh no, he does not finish off the Black Prince, but I like this move. Trying to get this guy out first, because obviously that BP is a damage machine. He could be in trouble here. 3,200 damage dealt already. And there it is. That tank just gets some extremely good bounces, which is one of those reasons that I do like it so much. And he should be able to finish him off here, especially with a nice high roll there. 2 more, 1 more, and finish him off. So yeah, he does finish at over 4,000 damage. So nice damage game, and add on the cat points, and that was a nice ace mastery game. 85,000 credits. So going to head on back here. So love that. So we're still waiting on the team here. So yeah, so there you have it. My favorite tank of the year is going to be the Defender Mark 1. What do y'all think about the Icebreaker copy paste of Tiger, huh? Alright, so still waiting on Team B to show up. So bear with us here. You know what? Just gonna throw in an ad for you guys while we wait. I don't know how that works. I just felt like hitting that button. Alright. Let's check back in. Alright, well,
Thank
I'm
you.
ready.
Yeah, now just finished up there. Team 3
No, wait,
just
wait,
found out that
wait,
they
never
win.
mind.
What do you mean, never mind?
No, I read the score thing wrong. I thought that was for like the different teams, but then I realized I switched them around.
Is it 2-0?
Yeah, it's 2-0.
Okay. All right, I'm passing out the things now. We're going to give them about 3 or so minutes to get themselves together, and we'll get
Okay.
going.
I'll see
Alright.
who.
Round 2.
So who was it that won? That was Team 6 versus who we got this one?
This time we've got Team 3.
That was Team 3 and Team 6.
Right, and Team 3 won, correct? Marv?
The team that Merc is not on won. I can't
The team
remember.
that Mercury is not on won. Yes, Mercury is on Team 8. Oh, Jesus.
Can't remember who's on each team.
All right, good. So I'm going to all right, so you've got Team 8 and Team 1. So Team 8, which is the Mercury team, stays with you.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go tell Team 3.
Alright, so there you have it. We're going to get Team 3 in here. Looks like Team 3 consists of I'm Clear, LTA, Chicken Nuggets, Sad Seal, and Von Mark. And like I said, Cruel has its own tournament server. And when the teams actually, I believe, were put together randomly. So just a big group of names, and then it was put together, just random teams. Everyone was complaining that Team 6, which is our Team A here, was the unfair advantage. Not sure how everyone knows that, but that is what I read in the chats. All right. So, not really enough time here to put in another replay. So we're just gonna have to sit in silence or listen to me and my bad jokes or no jokes or whatever. It's really tough with this 5-minute delay because you know I like to interact with the questions as they come up, but being 5 minutes behind is pretty tough. So anomaly here, GG clan. We've got Wabbit. Look at this, running at a 70% win rate, almost 2k damage. GG clan. Gilgamesh, 60.93, 1800 damage. So, yeah, I'm guessing this is why there might have been some some complaints here. Meow 89 sitting at almost 2k average damage over 43,000 battles. And Nikog 45. 1800 damage, 61. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to look at these statistics, you know. I don't know what you guys consider the most important statistic. I think I can look at kind of a combination of them all. Obviously, average damage per battle is good to look at, but then again, it also depends on what tier you're primarily playing, right? I also like looking at how people are doing with their ace masteries, because you know, by the time we've played this game for a while, we all know what the good tanks are. A lot of us have rerolls and whatnot, and we can avoid some of those bad tanks, and kind of stat pad, if you will. So it looks like Team B here is coming on in. Going with right now what looks like the EU nation. We got WZ113, Batchat, Kronwagen, AMX 30, and the AMX M4, the new one. Triari, Cruel 2, Void 2, FLTH. Chicken Nuggets here at 56%. Fluffiest Seal, 60.78. I'm clear at 56. LTA at 55. And we are into the battle here on a desert sands. Alright. So let's see what happens. There we go. Alright, so we've got 2 into the desert. The heavies are coming on over. Alright, so let's head on over to Cap A and see what's going on here. E100, Leopard, Mouse, VK 7201K, and VK 9001P. Alright. Staying low. We've got 12,900 hit points for the red team. The Mouse coming through the heavy zone. Let's see if they figured this out. Yes, there he's spotted. Let's see what Gilgamesh does. Is Gilgamesh going to push? Batchat's getting some shots in. Not a whole lot of action right now. These guys are staying low in the valleys here. And I was just curious to see if this Mouse was going to push and use all that armor. Taking the shot on the Kronwagen up the butt. Wow. He is, I'm clear, is in a bad position here. He's going to be the first one to go down without a doubt. and Gilgamesh there in the mouse was able just to turn his turret sideways, even though he was getting shot, and just triple team on the Kronwagen, taking him out. So I'm expecting this one to go quite quickly at this point in time. Reds are just going to push, and the blue team is just in a world of hurt right now. This one here is quite lopsided. Wabbit's getting over the ridgeline as he reloads. He's going to come back around. The E100, look at these guys. They're just pushing. The mouse is pushing. No focus fire here whatsoever. Yeah, this is the pros here in action, guys. Putting this to work. We've got Batchat, the fluffiest seal. He's going to try to get away. But he's the last one with only 305 hit points. You might as well resign now. So, yeah, not a whole lot you can do. That one was super quick. That mouse coming through the middle there just put a wedge into the blue team. And, yeah, what can you say here? But, these guys did not miss a shot. Wonder if that's going to have them rethinking their lineup. Maybe not. Hey, Dee Dee Brown from Ukraine. Thanks for joining us. This is the Cruel One Nation tournament. This is round 2. We've got Team 3, Team B, and Team 6, Team A. I had Team 6 in the first round, and they are rolling 3 battles in a row. The rules, Tier 10, you must pick all the tanks from one nation, EU being whatever outside of the 4 main nations. And you cannot duplicate tanks. So those are the rules basically, and I believe this is a best 2 out of 3. So Team 6 sitting pretty here. Yes, we are running on a 5-minute delay, which certainly makes it difficult for me to answer your questions on the fly. And it does take away a little bit from the interactiveness. But again, we want to protect these guys, and we don't want anyone stream sniping these battles. So we pretty much could have been on a 20-second delay that last battle, and it wouldn't have made much difference. So yes, looks like we are going to be seeing a slight change as we're going for the Soviet steel, it looks like, which is kind of interesting if we're going to stay on desert sands. Both teams. Team B now is going back to the EU nation, and Team 6 has switched over to the Soviet tanks. IS-4, IS-7, Object 140, T-22 medium, T-62 fearless. And let's see if these guys can make it 4 in a row. Alright, so 2 guys quickly headed over to A. Heavies also coming on over to A here. T-22 is spotted early. LTA is spotted. Fluffiest Seal, he is making an escape here. Object 140 from Team 6. Thought he might be trying to come around there, but obviously playing it safe here early on. No real surprises. The blue team here does have a slight hit point advantage, but they are staying in one group. T-22 medium here. Which way is he going? Is he going to go around the railroad? Nope, he is going into B. Going to take that cap and try to put a little pressure on him. Here comes the blue team. Even though the AMX 30 there is taking some damage, they look like they are pushing as one unit here, seeing if they can get anyone caught out. Object 140 is making a run for it. Interesting play here. I thought maybe they might stick a little closer together. There's the AMX M4. And these guys all taking the low ground here right at the bridge. So let's see how this plays out. They've got B. They're going for C. So gonna see some defensive strategy here. Let's go ahead and back this up. Could we see a game here end on cap points? Now, I mean, you've got to admit that was a pretty great move from the B team. They saw that the blue team was pushing hard onto A, and they all just circled around and got those 2 caps. And now look at their spacing. They've got protection for each other. And basically, you know, blue is going to have to regroup and just make a hard push one way or another if they're going to want to get back into this. And really, what can they do? They can't come through the middle there. They got 3 guns on them. Alright, so the Bat Chat here, the fluffiest seal, seeing if he can use his spotting distance here to figure out where the red team is. But look at the cap points, guys. 710 to 465. These guys are going to have to make a move, I would say, before this hit 800, or else this is going to be over. So here comes the AMX, the WZ, and Bat Chat all together, pushing on the T-62A. Can the IS-7 get in there to be effective? Nope, he's still caught in the buildings. So let's see what's going on here in town. And there we go. They've pushed on around. They've retaken C, but I'm thinking this might be too late. 870 on cap points. We've got to get some tanks going down. Chicken Nuggets looks like he might be the first. No, it's Meow 89 goes down first. WZ is going to go down. Stopping the object. The fluffiest seal rams into him. He's on a reload. But this could get interesting. 3 tanks on 3, 875, and they're all in B here. So let's get up and into this action. Look at this craziness going on. Fluffy Seal on the reload. Snuffed McGruff still with a full set of hit points. I'm liking the Reds' chances. Again, Team 6 is going to have held on and defended this Cat B here. I don't see how blue comes back from this at all. Nope, 2 tanks left, 3 on 2. We've got a full health IS-4. Snuffed McGruff playing that IS-4 so well there. Yeah. So great play there at the onset of that game to be able to recognize them blue pushing A, flexing into the middle, getting B and C, and then just defending it. So extremely well done. Look at T-22 medium with 4,000 damage. And the IS-7. So, great. This is 4 in a row now for Team 6. Let's check back in.
Hello there.
Oh, it is. They look good. Team 6 looks good.
Yeah, I mean, having that cap control definitely did a lot for them.
Yeah. That was just, they recognized the push on A and just got out of there
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
then
was that 2 out of 3?
That was 2 out of 3. Yep, they won. They took both.
Okay.
So next is going to be round 3, and we've got Black Goldville with the tiebreaker of Middleburg should it be needed.
Okay.
So I'm getting all of that ready, and I do have the next team actually ready to go for this. So it's going to be Team 6 versus Team number 5.
All right.
That's gonna be fun. They've got a decent setup too, a decent group of people. So this will be fun to see.
I'm not familiar with those names. Well, other than Tactician, but
Well, Tactician, Dragger are
Draggers.
both in Cruel. Yeah,
Yeah, and
Bubba.
I'm just looking at their Discord names. So.
Yep.
Uh,
Well, if you look at under the tournaments and the tournament teams section, you can have Team 5, and that has everybody's in-game name as
yeah.
well. But yeah, I'm setting this up, just waiting on a couple other people, but I will let Team 5 know that our room is up, and because we have the whole setup here, we can push through and finish up
Nice.
tonight's set around. So here we go.
So yeah, this Team 6 does look very strong together. And that's one of those things you really do need to practice this. Being a team caller does take a lot of practice. If you think about how difficult it is when you're playing just a regular pub game to know where everyone is and what they're doing, and to be able to help them make decisions. I mean, that's really what the team caller does, right? Um, they might have gotten clues and someone had said, hey, look, I'm seeing these guys push this way or in that last game or whatever. But, the team caller's got to be able to make that decision and say, all right, object or whoever it was, 140, go get C, and the rest of us, let's get into B and defend. And that's the difference. It's really having a strong lead play caller. And quite honestly, I'm horrible at it because I get so focused in what I'm doing, um, and making sure that I'm in the right spots for the tank that I'm in and whatnot. That it's hard. How many times, guys, have you died early in a battle and you've switched over to someone else and you're thinking to yourself, or even maybe even embarrassingly chatting it, what a nub, and the guy turns out to be having the highest damage on the team or something. It happens so frequently. Um, it really is tough to see. Right here, we're looking at 5-on-5. Obviously, it's not quite as difficult as a 7-on-7, but you get the point, right? All right, so Dragger, yeah. And it looks like we're missing Tactician. Got MM. I do like this background. I don't know if I've seen that before. Anyone tell me where that background's from? In chat would be cool. I don't think I've seen that one. These guys, that's one of the first ones. Must have been for the playing in a tournament or something, getting that background. Are they going to go with the Soviet? Oh, it'll be a first tank destroyer. Although I think we might have seen the FV 4005. All right, so our Team A, Team 6, is patiently waiting as Team 5 fills out their lineup. Got Pincer, Union, JJ. What are they doing over here? Are they switching things up? Yeah, I believe there is a prize pool involved in this. We've had several people donate. some money here. Um, so I'm gonna not ready up here if they're saying 5 minutes, and just gonna go to a replay, and we'll go ahead and start this one. Um, T-71 action. I just love this tank, and there's certain tanks in this game that, you know, when things aren't going well or you're on a losing streak, there's certain tanks I just love to pull out and play because they're so much fun. And again, look at this, another autoloader. Here we are in an American light tank. As we are bottom tier, don't want to pull up too fast and get obliterated, so we use our speed and get to a nice, safe defensive position, and maybe I can get some shots in if I'm ready. Nope, not ready on the charioteer. Alright, so we did manage to get that first one in there. I think he might have been a little bit surprised at that decision here to force a reload. And just gonna peek on down here towards A and see if anyone's gone that way. Nope. I don't want to get caught out here. So we're gonna go behind this wall. I love this spot for anyone pushing through A because you have such great defensive hard cover. And I see the Lycan pushing, and you know, let's see if he's gonna come make a mistake, show me his underbelly. But now I'm afraid that I'm gonna get pushed, right? And all of my team's pushing this way, so away we go here. And this is why I love this tank so much, is because you play like you stole it, and you just cause havoc. And as I drive through these tanks here, I'm gonna hit my engine boost, and you know, they're turning their turrets to look at me. Meanwhile, my team is pushing forward and knocking them off. So here we are, still flying through the map, and you know, it's just the fun part of being able to drive like crazy. And that guy never knew I was coming. We'll turn around to safety, and you know, these are the kind of games I just love, and it's so much fun. There's one, there's two, there's three, and we just keep on flying around the map. Oops. We only come to a stop when we do some bad driving like that. Alright, so AT-15, normally I would say leave this guy towards the end and just drive away from him, but as you can see, my team is all surrounded by him, so get 3 shots into him. Here comes Lorraine. We are down a tank, but look at this, moving so fast. Avoid these tanks. There's one, there's two, there's 3, and oh, we got really unlucky to leave him with 11 hit points, so better not go that way. We got a tank coming at us. He's on a reload. It's the Eagle. There's 1. There's 2. Finish him off. And we've got 1 more to go. It's the Lycan that we saw earlier. And, you know, it's just you drive crazy in this tank, and it's the auto loader. You just get the damage out there. And here we are at 3,000 damage in a tier 7 light tank. Just love it. Love this tank. So much fun. Yeah. So, just love pulling this tank out and playing it like crazy. And one of my favorite tanks. Whenever like I said, you know, just want to do something fun. T62 I play like this, T71, those kind of tanks. So, all right. We are back, but moved to the middle so that we can't see their tanks now. And we'll sit here and wait for round 3. Black Goldville to start. Alright guys, so everyone get everything that they wanted for Christmas this year. It was a little different for us. Obviously kept all of our gatherings very small. And we actually did it our Christmas on Christmas Eve because the weather was so nasty here. It was just cold and rainy, not cold enough to snow or anything. Actually, in North Georgia, I do believe they did get some snow on Christmas Eve, but we did not. So it was just my daughter, my wife, and Walkie Talk. And then on Christmas, we drove over to Alabama to the in-laws to spend some time with them. And then the day after Christmas, met my parents at a local park that's kind of in between both of us because we're over an hour apart, and went on a little hike because the weather had warmed up and it dried up, and yeah, so it was awfully nice. And then let Walkie Talk go back with them to see the cousins and whatnot for the week, and now we're back, and kind of disappointing, the long holiday weekend coming to an end. And it's, I guess, back to the grind, and hopefully 2021 will be a much better year. As we get started here on Black Goldville, we have Wabbit in the AMX 50B, Anomaly in the AMX M4, Kronwagen, Gilgamesh, Meow 89 in the STB, and Nikog 45 in the WZ 113. Alright, so let's, I'm hitting, come on now. Oh, maybe I don't have control here. There we go. Sorry guys, did not have the game started there. Alright, so, alright, Andrew, 7 rats in the IS-4 is going to get spotted here early. He does have that big old object sitting behind him. Let's see if this guy can stay back far enough and not get spotted. Can that object take, oh yes, there it is. Anomaly takes a big shot from that object 268, and we've got the IS-4 sitting in cap. Very aggressive start from the blue team. They have now capped B, and AMX, rightly so, knowing that there's a big TD back there, is backing up. Not sure why we have lost game sound. Oh, I guess we haven't. I'm just too far away from the action. Maybe. There we go. Alright, so they, Gilgamesh and Wabbit and Nikog were all in the caves there. Hard push from the blue team. Back down to B here, it looks like. Alright, so we've got the IS-4 and T-62. They're going to take care of this AMX now. See if they can get him on the next shot. There he goes. Alright, so red team 6 is looking like they're under a little bit of pressure here. They haven't seen this so far in the tournament. Let's capture around. These guys are spread out. Alright, so we've got STB, WZ all pushing around into B here. Let's get back into the action. Or how much are they going to want to push on that object 268? He's going to try and get up here and get the Kronwagen. Kronwagen is down. Alright, so team 6, the red team is down 2 tanks now to 1. Alright. Dragger is very low on hit points on the blue. Blue is down hit point wise, but they do have an extra tank. So can they put this focus fire to work? No, it is 3-on-2. Here comes the STB from behind. AMX is on a reload. It looks like he's going to go down Rabbit before he can get reloaded. Let's keep an eye on this. I would suspect this is going to be it here. And it is just Meow here. Oh, Team 6 with their first loss. They had previously been 4-0. Dragger and Bubba coming in there with the high score. I think going up there to all the way into the caves are really really, you know, kind of got them out of position a little bit, is what it seemed like to me. And they were just a little bit slow to react. That AMX taking that huge shot from the 268 early really put him on the defensive. And Team 6 now is going to switch on over to their much more hit point pooled German heavy tanks. Look at this. E100 Leopard is their only tank. Alright, so let's see how this one plays out and see if Team 6 can come back. Alright. So we're currently on Team B, blue team. And you can see the Reds now. Team 6 have pushed in. They're going more of a heavy line here, so let's see if I can make sure I stay up here. And there's the IS-4 in that same position that the AMX was last match, where they've got all of these tanks out behind them. And look how fast Team B has pushed in around, getting these guys almost cornered in here. But don't count out the red team just yet. Gilgamesh is in a bit of a pickle here, having that IS-7 and IS-4 on him. I don't think they're going to let him be able to cap it. Let's see what happens here. Someone needs to reset it. He manages to get capped. If nothing else, he's going to have that T-22 behind him. That mouse is just such a bouncy tank. Leopard is taking some shots. Not seeing much of a push either way. We've got the E100 and Leopard circling around here. This could be interesting if they can get down. Looks like the IS-7, IS-4 on the blue team are going to be the targets here. Gilgamesh is doing a great job staying alive. He was low health for a long time. But is Red going to focus fire here? As Gilgamesh is gone. So this is what kind of slowed the Wabbit down here, as the 268 was in his way. Let's keep an eye on that fight, as Red is looking like they are down hit point wise big time here. And now they are down tanks. T-22 takes a huge shot. But I don't think it's going to matter. It is 4-on-2, 4-on-1. Big surprise here for me anyway, after watching Team 6 just dominate 4 games in a row. And this blue team here just came out and they didn't give two craps. And they were so aggressive, and they were just so aggressive. That's all I can say. I don't think Team 6 expected that. Just the aggressiveness of that play style. Wow. Well, that was unexpected, Ayal.
Yeah, exactly.
Super aggressive.
Very interesting. And so these two teams might see each other again in the finals because it's a double elimination.
Right.
Team 6 is going to be playing in the semifinals tomorrow night at about 9:30, and the finals will take place as soon as the semis are over at around 10.
Okay.
But we start tomorrow night with the losers bracket, or the second elimination bracket, and that's going to be the teams that we haven't seen yet, which, as soon as I pull up my bracket, is going to be the winners of teams 3 and teams 2, and team 4 and team 1, which are currently playing right now.
Okay.
So the winners of those loser bracket of round 2 will be playing tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, and Littlefinger stream is going to start with that one, and we're going to play, and is going to end up playing team 6.
Team 6. So they're gonna need
For the
to.
semifinals.
Yes, but so they're gonna have to win twice then, or is it just a 5 out of 7 or?
It's gonna be, yeah. So team 5, if team 5 wins tomorrow night, they have obviously won it all, and they
Okay.
are the uncontested winners. If team 6 wins in the semis and goes back to team 5, I do have it as winner takes all for the finals.
Okay.
That it's going to be best. So tomorrow night, the breakup is actually going to be tomorrow night. The first round is again a best of 3. The semifinals, however, are a best of 5.
Best of 5.
And then the finals are a best of 7.
Okay. Cool.
So it's going to be a bit longer, and the winner of the finals is going to take it. So if Team 5 loses tomorrow night, they come in second place, even though they beat Team 6 first just now.
That would be a hard luck. But yeah.
That's going to be quite the but it's going to be a great battle tomorrow night.
Yeah, looking forward to it. That was fun.
Thanks.
So
I enjoyed it too.
many thanks for setting all of this up and letting me be able to stream those games. And I would say from my end, that was pretty flawless execution on your part. So
good. Well, thank you. I'm glad it came across that way in the stream. Are you still streaming?
I am
talking to the audience
Yes,
now?
you were talking to everyone now. So yes, we are still live.
Hello, YouTube.
So yeah, so 9 o'clock tomorrow. Again, I'll probably get on around the same time, 8:45. Again, 5-minute delay. So
Sounds great.
all right, well, we'll see you then.
And see you then, Littlefinger. Hey, everybody, remember, like and subscribe.
Appreciate it. All
Have a
right,
good night.
thanks. So yeah, guys, that is going to end my streams. Now look at this. Every single time I don't even get out of this. Oh. All right. So yeah, that's gonna end the stream for tonight. Again, we are going to be live tomorrow around the same time, 8:45. Looks like we might get a few more battles in here with a best of 5 and a best of 7 in the finals. But super surprised there with that that last battle just being so aggressive and coming out strong. All right, guys, so I'm going to hang up here. And Vinet, George, thank you for the donation. And yes, I will put out an M103 video in a week or 2. Give me some time to get some battles in. And I will put that together. It is a really fun, strong tank once you know its strengths and weaknesses. So I'll put that together for you. And again, thank you for the donation. And again, for all of my subscribers, much appreciated. Had a wonderful year. Doubled the size of the channel. And not so sure I want to put a goal out there to double again this year, but that would be pretty friggin' amazing if we could do that. All right, guys. So good night to you all from just south of Atlanta, Georgia. And wherever you are out in the world, have a good evening. And we will see you all tomorrow.